Imagination is an image made by yourself. It's your own creativity. Creative thinking, like fiction. Imagination is like a mini world in your head of anything you want. Creative world.
10 years ago, if you had said, hey, imagine what the campus is going to look like with a new gym, new lower school, a renovated middle school, and a new upper school, I'm not sure I could have. And then you start saying, okay, what does the next 10 years look like in terms of diversity of experience, in terms of having, being able to utilize all these new buildings. It's fun to imagine what the school is going to be like over the next 10 years in the next strategic phase.
We wouldn't have the world that we live in if we didn't have people with imagination. And I think Haverford allows that.
To sort of think of something that isn't right now or beyond now, it can give you a purpose to work towards. And just, especially if you have a mission, I think, just sort of everything that you could do just could be sort of then one step towards that. And I think that's where imagination can be.
What the kids have seen, what the boys have seen here, is the fact that you don't stop. The leadership of Haverford isn't stopping. It's not saying, oh, whew, it's done. Because I think for the boys to learn, it's really never done. It's constantly looking beyond what we have to do next.
I think everybody in the Haverford community is going to walk in the building and just be extraordinarily excited for the possibilities that it creates for the young men. I expect to see a lot of happy faces and a lot of wow.
I use the phrase, a building that's equal to the potential of our boys, but it's also equal to the potential of our teachers. It's going to be interesting to see how their good teaching grows in a facility that's designed to encourage collaboration, encourage good teaching and learning.
The building itself, because of some of the LEED certification and some of the things that are going to be built in terms of computer interaction or network interaction with some of the energy usage within the building itself becomes a teaching tool, which is something I think is really exciting.
Teleporters from classroom to classroom. I think there will be giant pencils as big as you. You would just have a lot of lead, so you would never run out. There would be alien faculty instead of humans. Rocket chair. It's a chair that had flames on the bottom. It makes you float. If the teacher was sick, they would have a hologram of themselves in the classroom.
We can have all the state-of-the-art buildings populating the campus, but without that wonderful, dedicated faculty, the experience isn't going to be there. And fortunately, Haverford still has that today.
Everybody here really cares about our kids, and they're, at the end of the day, just trying to do the very best job that they can.
What we hope for, I think, is Haverford being the place for the best education for boys in the world. One thing that's very, very important is that we make the Haverford education accessible to the best boys. Then there's obviously the teaching piece and the support of the teachers, and we spend the majority, 70% of our budget supporting our staff and faculty. And anything that we can do to build an endowment to supplement the professional development, the salaries, the benefits of our teachers will just make us stronger and serve the boys. Our reputation is much greater than our financial bottom line, and if we built the financial bottom line, watch out, we could be even better.
Hopefully when somebody walks away from here and they go to any number of the good universities that our young men go to, they have an opportunity to imagine themselves as successful contributors in life, whether it's as a writer, as a businessman, as a lawyer, a doctor, whatever.
I think if you pin me down, what I would hope that we produce at Haverford are social entrepreneurs. Young men who are going to go out there, going to look at what's out and the problems in the world and try to solve them and use their imagination, come up with creative solutions, and make a difference.